I was so taken aback by the amazing raid. I didn't even start the run correctly. Hey everybody, you should be following Jordan. Fantastic streamer, great entertainer. Just all around good person. Okay, Siglu, thank you for the good luck. Definitely having fun. Why should you follow Jordan? Because he's a fantastic streamer. He's one of the best on Twitch. I seem to know them all. That's true. It is by pure coincidence that all the people that I have ended up becoming friends with also happen to be the people that I think are the best streamers on Twitch. Sometimes that's the way that that's the way that it turns out. I got real lucky. I ended up knowing a bunch of super cool people. So for anybody who's coming in from that raid, this run, pretty wild. So in this first segment, I'm really looking for a potion. Nope, none yet. I think that this next fight is the highest drop rate for them, though. No luck. Alright, so menuing has lost a little bit of time here. I've still got 3 fights that can drop a potion before Locke really needs to get one. And then if I don't get a potion drop in those 3 fights, then I just lose a million years. Great starting ATB, though. Nope. I knew that the answer was no. I don't know why I checked anyway. Well, that was a high potion, which doesn't help me at all. Actually, I'm not sure. I don't think that Umir can drop a regular potion. Gumby, thank you so much for 50 months. That is so many months. I think that that's true. I think that that is more months than numbers are capable of expressing. I don't think that there's any number that really properly describes the magnitude of 50. Someday we'll have the technology, but today we don't. think that was a potion. Getting to move it in a fight is preferable. Nice. Because you get to move the cursor so much faster in a fight than it lets you move in the main menu. Oh, there was another potion. That would have been a much slower menu, so I'm glad that I got to do it in the fight. Lost like 2 seconds there to menuing. But if I never saw a potion at all, you have to go to Figaro Castle, sell a bunch of stuff. But sell a bunch of stuff specifically because that's required to make equip anything work. It's bad. Now all that I need is 4 preemptives and an immediate paralyze, and then another preemptive, in that order. I don't think that that's asking for too much. The game has decided that I was asking for too much. Oh, what a good fight. Exactly even with my PB? Amazing. Truly amazing. Gonna be real, I don't think that I've ever seen 0.00 before. Because, like, I'm using a foot pedal to split. This is not something that I could make happen if I wanted to. Do I buffer right? No. Probably would have been bad. I think that was good. The screen turns black. We're in business. Nice. Nice, 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 nice. There's a tent. Jessica Robot, how's it going? Just having a sleepy Friday? Nice. Let's go. Still need a good final encounter. This is not a guaranteed PB. thank you for the good luck. I have... No, there's no way. It would be faster to try and do menuing in any of those... Ooh, maybe. That's a dumb idea, but I think it's great. I just realized that in the case where Terra is paralyzed but not defending, basically, if I've got Terra's menu, I could at least put the buckler and the mithril spear in where they're gonna be. And that would just save me menuing time. It would mean that I don't have to do the stupid little press R and then count down 5 times thing, which is helpful and all, but... Okay, high potions, mithril. Mithril knife, dagger, buckler I keep, 1 hat goes, both armors go, mithril spear goes, 4 potions go somehow. Chocobo. I'm a little bit worried that killed the run. We'll find out. It did not. Yellsrek, how's it going? Thanks for the GG. Speaking of people that everybody here should already be following, follow Yellsrek. CB for the win, how's it going? Yeah, thankfully it does not, it did not look wrong. That was almost a gold split even with Terra getting instantly paralyzed. But hey, it's a new PB. I'm not going to complain yet. I've never ever seen a 0-0-0 split, so getting a PB with green zeros, I'm excited about that. I like that quite a bit. Seer Sky, thank you very much for the GG. Ermenguile, thank you also. Super Retro Heart. Yeah, I would love to tell you all of the details of how this route works. I felt pretty comfortable doing so with the North America route. I do not understand the new equip anything bugs, specifically the potion and the sniper eye bugs. I have no idea how they work. My understanding is that if you look into the 52 game over run, there's good English language task notes for that. That will explain pretty well the mechanics of what's going on here. We're triggering the bug differently. We're creating a state where basically the position on the map plus the weird state that Locke gets put into leaves us with the ability to trigger a script frame. And I don't understand why that works. But that's what all the setup at the beginning of the run is for, is it's setting up a bunch of data that will become part of the exploit payload that we launch, and then that's what takes us to credits. So even though the mechanics are different, this is not, to the best of my knowledge, we're not smashing the stack here. I think that other than the trigger mechanism, the mechanics of the exploit are basically the same. Battery LSD and BDJFEP, thank you both for the GGs. Mog is wiggling. Yeah, he's really happy that I got a new PB. Umaro's really happy that he gets any screen time at all outside of all characters and espers. I assume that this is the same graphics bug that causes Kefka's magic pyramid to show up in the cutscene. These exploits definitely cause the credits to try to come apart at the seams, but we will reach the end, which is in JRTA required for the run to be valid. Also, Locke is still a raft. Yeah, so the raft thing is his sprite being corrupted. There's no reason for the game to rewrite his sprite data. Antoinette, welcome in. You're here in time for incredibly normal credits. Nothing weird is going on screen. Yeah, his name is Stragus. That joke doesn't work with the Japanese copy because yes, Tina is in the credits. That's correct. So I hang out on a lot of JRTA runners, Twitch chats, and I watch them do, I mean, not just this run, but definitely I watch a lot of JRTA runs of this run. And if I'm not paying really close attention, I'll get sniped like every couple minutes when I hear them, when I hear my name over and over again. It is a concentration destroyer. Eon, you did get here just in time for PB credits. A PB with a perfectly even split in it. Also, for anybody who's wanting to learn this run, currently there is a Japanese spreadsheet that you can get from Saga with all of his notes. I am working on a tutorial video though. So all the footage is already imported and processed. I'm working on just finishing up voiceover for it to explain what you're going to do. And then it's just a matter of any on-screen graphics to help demonstrate stuff that's going on, and then it'll be up on my YouTube. I want to see more people doing this run. A lot of JRTA runners, but this is a run that I think would be a lot of fun for even people who don't understand even a tiny bit of Japanese. It's It is a simple and direct enough run that you don't need to be able to read almost anything. Like, you need to be able to recognize what a potion is. You need to be able to purchase a single Kumuridama in 2 tints. Like, you've got to be able to sell stuff and arrange your items, but it's not that much, especially compared to most Japanese RPG runs. Gumby, thanks for the congrats. Somnus, welcome in. Yeah, a little bit too late for the good luck. Good luck was had. And thank you for the GG. Kiara, thank you for the GG. Hey everybody, you should be following Kiara. She's fucking rad. Gold splits win? I got a gold split. What more do you want? Come on. You got a giant Northwind Mahjong tile? That sounds cool as hell. Kiara, when are we playing Mahjong? Right now. I didn't realize that I'm playing Mahjong. Wait, I already won. Nice. Yeah, credits are running. I must have won. That's how this works. You played with Alta in a Mahjong parlor in Shibuya? Hell yeah, that sounds cool as hell. I saw when you got back that you were talking about your trip, but I was busy being on call and doing duties that somebody who is at that moment on call would be doing. Equinox, thanks for the congrats. Liz, thank you for the GG. We can't call it a win until we see the end. Yeah, that's fair. This is a JRTA. If the end decided not to show up, it would be very funny. You're gonna start this up soon for Japanese practice? First of all, hell yeah. Second of all, are you gonna play it like normal style, or are you gonna play it 27 minutes or faster style? Yeah, Kefka's pyramids are all over the place. The glitches that you use to finish this game early, the graphics code does not like what you've done. It is, in fact, quite angry at you. Super casual play? Fair enough. Oh yeah, though, that's going to be great to watch. Your Final Fantasy V playthrough has been... It's great. It's been super fun watching you play through stuff. Hey, good news, this is a legal JRTA.